The Tide back at home, and we're ready to talk Alabama football with Henry To'oTo'o.
He joins us each week on the JohnstonRVCenter.com hotline. It's the next round presented by Bud Light, who reminds you decide to ride before you ever take that first drink. You make a plan, decide to ride with our friends at Bud Light. Henry, what is up, man? How are you?
What's up? Oh, I'm doing good.
So the most pressing question we have for you this week, has Will Anderson finally gotten his money from the turnover pool?
I sent him the money. I don't know if anybody else sent it. I sent him $20.
He's a hard guy to tell no, I would imagine.
I sent it because if it was me, I would have wanted my money too. So I definitely sent it because I was the first one to say it. So I had no choice but to pay up.
Okay, so observations. Me and Rockstar were talking that's one of the smallest ceiling fans we've ever seen.
I mean, what, are you taking a shot?
No, I'm just asking, wondering, is that a swing set to your right, and what are you wearing across your chest?
Jeez.
See, this is a chair, so this is how I clean up. I usually clean up and I put the chairs up when I usually mop and broom. And then this is a little bag that I wear. Keep my keys, my wallet in here whenever I walk around.
Is that a Louis?
See, it is, but it is.
NIL, baby. NIL.
I mean, come on, man.
Yeah. You can't get anything past us, man. Yeah, not at all.
I love it. But as a ceiling fan, is that just is it just a dimension because it's further back? Is that a normal size ceiling fan?
No, it's definitely a normal size ceiling fan. It probably looks small. Hey, man, you trying to get on my fan, man?
To'oTo'o versus LT downtown at Powell this weekend.
Yeah, I won't even show up.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, you mop. You consider yourself really a neat freak? You like things clean in its place and all that? Do you have some sloppy teammates?
See, I'm pretty sure we got some sloppy dudes, but I'm definitely a neat guy. I like cleaning up. I was raised, my mom, she used to wake us up and make us fold our blankets. So it's just been a habit for me. Come home, clean the house before practice. So we couldn't do nothing until the house was clean. So that's definitely a habit of mine now. And I just don't like things dirty. So
does that translate to football for you, though? I mean, I think it's awesome you're that organized. I mean, to have the bar stools up on the thing. I'm like really OCD, but does it help you just be, I don't know. Does it help you between the lines?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, you just build a habit kind of thing. And then, not necessarily comparing cleaning and football together, but it's a habit that you create. And I think it was a good habit that my mom instilled in me. And I do the same thing in football. I do something and it becomes habit. And I just do it over and over and over again until it's just second nature.
Alabama's Henry To'oTo'o with us on the JohnstonRVCenter.com hotline. It is the next round presented by Bud Light, who reminds you to decide to ride before you ever take that first drink. Make a plan. Have a plan early when you decide to ride with Bud Light. I saw where Nick Saban last night on his coaching show was talking about, and I know you're not a defensive back, but I know you've had to absorb some of this. He was talking about how if there is one way you get your butt chewed as a defensive back is that you clap your hands after a bad play, because he says that tells the opponent too much. What can you tell me about why Coach Saban gets so upset with that and how aware you are of it?
The biggest thing for Coach Saban is playing the next play. When you play football, it's never a perfect game. It's never, you do everything right. So you don't want to give anybody the advantage of taking another shot at you or letting them know that, you just busted that coverage. So then they're going to try to attack it again. So that's definitely one of his pet peeves is if you mess up, buckle your helmet back up and get back up and play the next play. And that's kind of our motto is, not looking at the scoreboard, not looking at what play they just had, control what you control on that play. So that's definitely one of his biggest motto. Whenever he sees us with our head down or clapping or slapping our helmet, he'll chew us out on the sideline.
When you watch film of this Vanderbilt team, Mike Wright is a very athletic quarterback. I don't think you guys have seen something like him, at least to this point. You'll see it again next week with KJ Jefferson. But when you look at this Vanderbilt team, how improved are they from what you've seen last year from Vanderbilt?
Yeah, this would be my third year playing Vanderbilt. We didn't play them last year. So they're definitely a better team. Definitely locking in on what they have to do. They're a well-rounded team. We can't overlook nobody, and we respect them and respect their game and everything that they do. But they're so much better. They're so much more physical. Everybody knows what they're doing on offense. They draw a lot of good things up on offense. I haven't really watched their defense, but their offense does a really great job of finding a way to get the ball down the field, trying to score, trying to get their athletes in space. So it's going to be a huge challenge for us, and that quarterback does a great job of leading them.
You'll hear some people who talk for a living say, the mobile, physical quarterback has always been the Achilles heel of a Nick Saban defense. But that was like a decade ago. He's adjusted the way you guys play and even the way you guys look. What challenges does a quarterback like Mike Wright bring to the game this weekend? A guy that can make plays on the edges. What do you have to do to make sure that you're sort of keeping him hemmed up?
Yeah, that kind of just goes back to like 11 guys on the same page. Having edges to the defense, everybody pass rushing together, not giving him lanes to escape, having everybody, do their job and stay where they are, stay in your gap, play good gap integrity defense. And when it's time to pressure him, put your hand in his face, make him, stuck in the pocket so that he doesn't leave the pocket, collapse it on him and make things hard for him. And when he does break and when he does, run out of the pocket and tries to make play with his feet, gang tackle, get the ball off him. He's a quarterback. Quarterbacks don't like getting hit. So definitely tagging him up, hitting him up, and trying to get the ball off of him.
You guys are giving up 8.7 points per game. What is a realistic goal, you think? What is your goal for this Alabama defense? You'd like it to be 0, but I'm asking a realistic goal. What is that?
Every week we go into a goal of, 13 points or less.
Yeah.
That's 13 points or less. So, definitely trying to keep that average down. That's kind of the huge thing, just 13 points or less. But us as a defense, we don't want them to get in, like you said. We do everything that we can so they don't, cross that goal line. So that's definitely going to be huge.
So 6:30 kick, what will you do up until game time?
Eat a bag of Skittles. Probably we'll go to the movies tonight. Every night we go to the movies. But as far as like tomorrow, I'm kick back chilling, listening to some music, eating some Skittles, probably just going over some plays, watching a little extra more film. But besides that, I'm in the bed, laying down, getting stressed out, probably on some Normatex, and that's about it.
So what's the movie tonight? Do you know already?
I don't know. They usually try to surprise us.
I'm not even sure what's
Are you going to be excited if you ever go see The Woman King?
Yeah, Woman King is #1 in America last weekend.
Is it? Is it? We so here. I don't even know what's going on in the world.
It's kind of a good way to live. Let me just go ahead.
Stock market's down. Gas prices are dropping. We'll keep you updated.
Olivia Wilde's with Harry Styles now.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, is that the smallest air vent I've ever seen? I'm kidding.
I think that's it for today, guys.
Henry, man, thank you for your time, man.
Yeah,
we appreciate
you, Henry.
it.
Take care.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, buddy. Henry To'oTo'o with us on the JohnsonRVCenter.com hotline. The segment presented by our friends at Bud Light, who remind you to decide to ride. Before you ever take that first drink, have a plan in place. That's how you decide to ride with our friends at Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch.